Yep. Title's not clickbait. This video is going to be a doozy. So we're talking about Marcus the Kid today. I'm sure you've seen his new video. It's titled, I Was at the Charlie Kirk Shooting. I watched this video and I have some thoughts about it because it doesn't feel genuine to me. So we're going to go over that right now. At the start of the video, he talks about Charlie lying about COVID-19 and MLK and him wanting to go there to debate him and bring evidence. So that's why he packed up from Olympia and drove to Utah, which I think it's about a 13-hour drive. So that'll come into play a little bit later. And then he said once he saw him get shot, for a second he thought that he deserved to die, and then realized no, because he envisioned himself walking outside and saying that he loved video games and then getting shot. So that's how he decided that he shouldn't have been shot. And then he was sad because apparently people were cheering about his death at the debate, which is fucking wild if that happens. And real quick, all my condolences go out to the family of Charlie Kirk. This was an obvious political assassination and it's horrible. This shouldn't happen. He then talks about not judging an entire political party by a group of small people, which I agree with. I think a lot of people with like similar ideologies will do a lot of the same stuff and say a lot of the same stuff, but you shouldn't judge the far from the center leaning. And then it talks about how Charlie was a Christian and he wanted to debate him because there's no evidence of a God, and because Charlie Kirk said that Jesus was a human, but humans can't be gods, and humans can't come back to life after 3 days, which is weird. I'm not Christian. I've never read the Bible, but I've always interpreted it as God, Jesus being the Son of God through a human host, if that kind of makes sense. But anyways, and then just reiterates again that he was at the assassination. So let's dig into some of the receipts I got here. So first off here, as you can see, it's a 13.5-hour drive from Olympia, Washington to Utah Valley University, which is where the shooting occurred. I believe it occurred at 12:33 Utah time, which would be 11:33 Pacific time. So our first screenshot here, me and DeMarcus are talking about Elden Ring because we just played. We started a call on September 9th at 6:46 p.m. And at 7:25 p.m. we had gotten to the Godskin duo. And we defeated that, and then we were on Malekith until around, I think, 9:30, 10 o'clock is when I fell asleep. So let's say he left town at 10 o'clock and drove 13 and a half hours. He would get there at, 12 hours would be 10 a.m. and then another 3. So, but yeah, another 3.5. Plus, you got to stop for gas, so we'll add another hour to that. So it was more like 14 and a half hours. So 10, 12, 40. 12:40, which would be after the shooting. Very before or early. He could have gotten there in time. But I believe it's very implausible. You'll see in the next screenshot here. So, sorry, back to the screenshot real quick. At 6:44 a.m., he says he's so close to killing Malekith, and he didn't even sleep. 6:45 a.m., I sent a picture of me driving into work. And at 2:37, I said, holy fuck, Charlie Kirk is dead. 2:38 rolls around, and DeMarcus says, smoking on that Kirk back. Time to make a video and grift the fuck out of this. And then 10 minutes later, posts a quote from Charlie saying, I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. And then proceeds to say, this did not age well. He died instantly, and I'm gonna go to hell, but why did his last words have to be gang violence? Ironic, goddamn. And in a separate group chat we have with a couple other friends, our good buddy Tanks here said, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. And DeMarcus responds, I hit that boy in the neck. I hope it didn't hurt. Gave him some medicine. Now his name Charlie Perk. If he's a rapper in his next life, he should pick that. Tanks rightfully responds, y'all are disgusting, show some respect. And then DeMarcus tells him to calm down. So, he has some other videos here that I don't really think ever happened. Like, I robbed a dispensary. I doubt that. He scammed a plug. I doubt that. I watched both of those. Those were both stupid. Lil Tay's link hot take is like the warmest take ever of that. Of course it's weird. The oh shit movie trailer is actually pretty funny though, so I'll give him that. But yeah, this is, and real quick, one thing about the video. I get you're just, you're just starting out on YouTube, even though this guy has more subs than me. This looks like it was recorded on a Nintendo DS that has been, like, the lens has been scratched with sandpaper. It doesn't, it's just very low quality, very low effort, and it's just another attempt at a stupid grift, as he said in Discord. So I don't like calling out creators, especially bigger ones than me. I hope this doesn't affect my channel too much. And I don't want any of the people that follow me to go and harass Marcus. Just, it's all good. It's just YouTube drama. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.